Let's start by this. Well, no, let's start by this. I wanted to fly from Kantishna to Healy River, and when I was reviewing the weather, I found out that maybe we have a lot of clouds on the way, right? So should probably, well, I will try to do that as an IFR flight with one small caveat, and that is that Kantishna airport doesn't have any instrument procedures published, right? And it's in the valley here. If that weather forecast were true, it would not be even possible to take off, but as I can see in the simulator here, it will be possible to take off and then join the IFR route. So we will do that. Now, if I switch to IFR chart, I can see that we don't have any airways, right? And on top of that, in this area, the minimum safe altitude is 22,000 feet, flight level 220, which I'm not gonna able to, reach. So we will kind of cheat probably a little bit, and we will play, or we will assume that we have vectors from ATC, which allows us to actually fly much lower. Because as you can see, our flight path, if we are to, for example, take off from runway 28, then we will take off, and stay over there like a lower region. And again, this is not a proper, planning of IFR flight. So this is just something we do here in the simulator, right? And plus we can see that we will be able to see at least something. So that's fine. But we will climb and then do some direct route probably to this initial approach fix of PAHV. That is an initial approach fix of the instrument procedure that I wanted to fly. So it will be kind of sketchy, but I believe that, for example, if we climb to, let's say, 7,000 feet or something like that, it would be within the minimal vector altitude for on the ATC charts, but I have not reviewed those, so bear with me there. So again, I must say that we have sub-zero temperatures and we will be flying in the clouds, so icing is very much possible. Even though, well, it might even be icing in the very dangerous area. So either turn off the icing, or if you have an aircraft that is certified to fly in the known icing conditions, then that's fine. All right, I won't really delay this much longer. Let's review the approach that we have into Healy River. And we can see that this is the airport that has a 3,000 or almost 3,000 foot long runway 15 and 33. The final approach course is not aligned with the runway, so it goes slightly off. And circling is not available or not allowed northeast of runway 1533, and northeast is obviously here, so no circling in this area. The reason is simple: there is terrain. Procedure is not allowed at night. Now that is a pickle, obviously, because I don't know if it's night or not yet there. So again, for simulator purposes, let's just ignore that. Use McKinley Park altimeter setting. Altimeter setting, and when not received, procedure is not allowed again. McKinley altimeter setting. Let's review that one. Which one is it? If I zoom out, that's gonna be that one, right? So altimeter setting for this currently is 2965. So we have this, and we can use that. It's pane. That's fine. So we'll just use pane here. Load. Meteor. Yeah, 2965, we have 5 statute miles of visibility, snow, mist, and broken 030, overcast 044. So weather is kind of okay-ish. We don't really need an alternate, but I believe that it's gonna be safe to plan one. So let's finish with briefing this one first. So let's assume that we will arrive during the day, and yeah, that's it. So from PAHV, we will fly course 046 at a minimum altitude of 5,000 feet to total. And then we will turn right, fly course 136 to Ikal. Then again to Swill, which is the final approach fix. Emit and Krone. Krone is the missed approach point. And it's located 0.5 miles from the threshold of the runway. Here we can see step down procedure that we can fly. Missed approach procedure is climbing right turn to 5,800 feet, direct total, and on track 2782 EV and hold. There's an asterisk there, and that means that, you know, if we want to use minima with this asterisk, we need to be able to climb at least 340 feet per nautical mile to 3,100, which is quite fine, at least for my aircraft. So we have 2,100 MSL altitude as a minima for localizer precision approach. For circling, we have 2,560. If I check the METAR for McKinley, it says that the wind is from the north. And if I check weather forecast, surface winds at this are from the north. Yes, so I can we can assume that it's gonna be runway 33 actually that we will be using. In that case, our minima is 2,500 feet MSL or 1,200 feet AGL. If I look here, this is McKinley. All right, so the clouds are approximately at least now they are at 4,700 feet AGL, sorry, MSL, so that should be fine for our minima. Yeah, so that's RNF. And let's see what can be our alternate. If I use some World VFR, is there any better weather anywhere? That's strange that they have green here and red here. Yeah, it's just 2 statute miles of visibility, and this is 6 statute miles, 5 statute miles. Well, having, for example, McKinley as alternate is kind of stupid, I think. But I believe that we can, for example, use that one, Talkeetna. We've already been there. Let's just review if we can use it as alternate. It must have a procedure, let's say RNF 01. We can use it as an alternate, but here it has like different alternate minima. And if I review the weather here at Talkeetna, the weather is quite fine, so we will meet also the alternate weather minima quite fine. So I will file that one as my alternate. And yeah. Well, I believe that's it, really. I don't think there is anything else. Any questions to this?
Nope.
No. Again, remember we are doing a lot of shortcuts and procedures that would not really allow us to fly tonight. Sorry, like we are skipping safety procedures. The only like safe option tonight is, or today is, not to fly, I believe, with this kind of weather. So just bear it like on your mind that this is really not pertaining to any real world navigation and flying. Okay, guys. In that case, happy flying. We'll see you there. And maybe I can also file the flight plan now, so can do that together. But feel free to do that yourself. Okay, I need to update vPilot, so just a moment. It was very quick. Let's connect. Let's do flight plan. So we have this one, yes, IFR, light, golf today, off block, let's say in 10 minutes, will we manage? In 15 minutes maybe, so 1950, sorry, 55. Altitude, I set 7,000, airspeed 145, arrival was that one, and alternate will be, as I said, okay. En route time, just 30 minutes. Fuel endurance, I will refuel. Yeah, I will refuel, so we will have fuel endurance of approximately 4.5 hours. And route details are pretty simple. It's just this. It's direct, basically. All right. So happy flying, guys.
Happy flying.
Gonna take off runway 28, and then we'll continue basically flying out in visual conditions, and then we'll join the direct route to PAHV. We'll configure that maybe while in flight, or maybe not, or maybe I will configure it on the ground, we'll see. Anyway, let's do a walk around, especially I basically just want to sum of the fuel. Do we have flat tire, or is it? No, it's in the ground. It's not flat tire, I hope. Let's see. Yeah, it seems like the tire is just in the ground. It's fine. We don't have any water in the fuel. Great. Yeah. Okay. So let's try to start it. So I will disconnect engine heater, hide this one, close the door. All right. Let's see, fuel pressure. We do have fuel pressure, that's good. We will do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, and let's try to start the engine. Clear prop. Come on. Okay, it didn't work. Let's turn on the light, turn off the light. Seems like battery is kind of down. So let's quickly check. We will inspect electric system. Oh, there is still some battery. Okay, we'll try that again, but let's prime this again. Let's hope we don't over flood it. No, we didn't have RPM on. Okay, starter is gone. Seems like we won't be starting the engine that easily. So, let's do some troubleshooting. Electric system. I guess I can charge it, right? Let's see if we charge that. If that helps, right? Okay. I'll try to restart the engine by just doing this. Right, so it was the battery that was the problem. Are we moving? Where are we moving? There's another aircraft inside of us. This is wrong. Let's try to move somewhere else. Okay. So again, just move ourselves. Trying to do like background lighting of these dials, but it's just too much. I believe that this is oversaturated. I need to kind of... Oh, maybe that's better now. It's kind of better, but probably just do this for now. Alright. Strange problems I have today, to be honest. Pilot, we should use 4543. And we basically just want procedure approach RNF15 transition is poor. Basically that. Yeah, we just go to poor directly. Yeah. Now all temp. Where is all temp? Kind of. They're not exactly standing straight. There might be a little bit of error there, but let's just do that and we'll fix it on the way if needed. If I remember correctly, we should have runway 28. Yes, so that's gonna be runway 28, this one. Yeah. All temp is rising a bit. We'll do our run up here. What is this? Okay, I believe it's time to go. Kantishna traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie Piper Comanche, lining up and taking off runway 28 to the straight out departure and then turning north. Kantishna. Okay, let's get to it. Airspeed is alive. Flaps 1, flaps 2. off. And gear up. Accelerate a bit. So gear is up. Flaps are up.
Kantishna traffic, November 75600 is a Cessna Type 172, taking off from runway 28, Kantishna traffic.
Landing lights can go off. Let's try these dials again. I don't like this. Yeah, this should be like the minimum. We'll need to review my setup. So for now, let's go white light. Why did this start it again? 7,000 feet.
Traffic, timer 187 Victor Delta departing runway 28, departure to the northeast, Kantishna.
This is on fire. 5,000 feet and then 4,000. Yeah, we will have a lot of time. At PAHV we need to be, or we should be at 3,200. We are doing more than yeah. You can start descending later. It's 4,000 feet. For 4,000 feet descent we need approximately, let's say, 12 nautical miles. So this is 6, 7, 8, 4 miles before total. So in the middle of this, I guess. There are some clouds there. We don't have clouds there. Looks like we could have flown VFR. Take off. I reckon it's still day, it's not night. So we have 9 minutes to reach Paul. And then we'll fly along this one. We need to remember that if we need to go mist, it will be climbing right turn to 5,800 direct total. Okay. And our minima are 2,560. 1560. Altimeter should be 2965. This is nice. I will try to take some outside picture. Right. We have veered off course a little bit, or off heading at least. In front of us it looks like Mordor. We are running off of left tank right now. Five minutes to pour. Our gyro is synced. like the piece. I like this piece where I will put the plate on my different screen so I can see that at the same time as I can see this. We are flying RNAV GPS approach runway 15, and we will circle to land runway 33. Turn on Peter heat in case we enter the clouds. So in 3 minutes I will start descending. Okay, left tank, right tank, roughly the same amount of fuel, so I want to keep it on left. Now I can fly 5,000 feet as minimum. Actually, let's start. Very slow descent already now. it gives me vertical guidance as well. Interesting. Guess it's advisory. Let's turn on landing lights. Healy River traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, Piper Comanche, 11 miles northwest of the airfield, 5,500 feet. We'll be joining left downwind for runway 33. Healy River. Now we can be all the way to 4,000 feet. We need to descend a little bit more. Although we will have time to descend while on the downwind. I'll put carb heat on. We are now at Ikala, so that means that we can descend to 3,200 feet. Now we're going to Amida, which is 2,640. Should be very close to the runway now, and I believe I can see the airport here. Healy River traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, 3 miles northwest of the field, 2800, joining left downwind runway 33, full stop, Healy River. Slow down a bit. Landing gear out. Fuel pump on. Flaps 1. Healy River traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning left base, runway 33, Healy River. Healy River traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, turning final, runway 33, Healy River, full stop. Healy River traffic, Oscar Kilo Golf Papa Charlie, runway 33 is vacated, Healy River. Okay, so we need to find where to park. Yeah, let's park a little bit there.
Healy River traffic, November 75600 is a Cessna Type 172, about 10 miles to the southwest, planning to join the left downwind for runway 33, Healy River traffic.
And your Healy River traffic, November 187 Victor Delta, about 10 miles to the north for a full stop landing, Healy River.
All right. And we are down. Let's put the chokes in. Checks, and let's release parking brake. Great. Right, so that's it. I would like the flight. It was kind of shorter, and in the end there was no real weather to speak of, but I hope that it was fine anyway. And I'll see you next time. Bye then.